from the hill fort, looking out right over to the mouth of the River Severn, leading out to sea to the right of the picture. Another fine day, sunshine with a cool breeze. I don't know if you can see it set off from the youth hostels right in the middle of the picture, and then through those trees and up along this steep up onto this bit of a ridge to this footpath here where I am now, which then just heads down here and at that turns left at that gate and heads off somewhere over there. Another wild pony with fairly newborn foal, staying close to its mum. Wild camp of the night. It's called Lineve van Vouwer. The Beacon's Way in the Cambrian Way heads off in the morning that way along the side of this lake, or it goes, which I did on the Beacon's Way, right along the top of that ridge and then drops down over in the distance way beyond the lake. A few other people camping, some there, me there, and some there. And just looking over there, right in the middle of the picture is Penny Van, and one of its neighbours. So I would come from there after yesterday, and up there is a beautiful full moon. It won't focus on it, it's as far away. Not a breath of wind, about 5:30, and there's the sunrise. One last look at the lake. I was right down that far end. The Carmarthen fans, or vans. Another fine view of the Carmarthen fans. The ridge route drops down just to the right of that lake. This is my camp spot last night at Earlon campsite just outside Landovery. Lovely spacious park, fairly quiet. Bit of road noise but not too bad. And a fantastic camper's kitchen, if you like. We're washing up facilities, a couple of kettles, a couple of picnic benches, all under cover. And then down here they've got some pods that look out onto the river. We've got the river right there. Table and chairs. Pod. If you can see inside. This is a beautiful bit of woodland path right alongside the River Towie. Seen this caterpillar at the side of the road. There's my finger. Heading towards the Teen Cornell Independent Hostel along this beautiful high-sided valley. Then Afon Detha in the bottom, I think it's called, that feeds down into the Towie. And we're just going down this beautiful valley, following this path, and you see it going down the valley and around the corner. In the Tinny Cornell Independent Hostel, sat in front of wood burner, having a cup of coffee, polishing my boots, and there's the views out of the window. Back down the valley where we came from today, and then looking over towards where we're heading tomorrow. That's the hostel. I was in that end room. That's where we came, and that's where we're heading. Here we are at Strata, Florida. Just see through there. Beautiful wooden gates. This is the area of the Teefy pools. And that one over there, you're going to see a bit of it. I don't know if I can extend around. You can see that little bit there. These are the Teefy pools. Strange hilly landscape. And there's a little bit of the lake over there as well. Pronounced Claire V apparently. Beautiful location. Look at the stream just down here. Morning. Anybody home? The inside. Let's have a look upstairs. Hello, good morning. Anybody in? One little room. And another. Sleeps a fair few people. This is the arch, just on the exit from Coed E Arch, the forest of the arch, which we just come through back there, and there's heading down into Devil's Bridge now. This is my campsite for the night. There's just a beautiful orange glow in the sky. I'm right by a road, but it's very quiet now. I've got a fire going because I didn't want to use any gas. I don't know if I'm going to get any more, so I've bought some water for a cup of coffee and some noodles. This is lovely. And up there, you can see it's like a couple of composting toilets and a gas powered shower, which works lovely. And you can't see, but in amongst those trees there's like just an outdoor metal sink, which works well. On the way up to Lemon, that's how we pronounce it, up on the skyline there, right in the centre of the picture. Just beautiful day, easy to navigate following this fence. Not far to the trig point on the summit, come all the way up the valley. I forget the name of this reservoir, down to something or other. It looks quite low. going downhill here is the source of the River Wye from on the Plinlimmon Ridge. And it runs down into the bottom of the valley there. And that is the water spots that you walk through on the start of the Wye Valley Walk. It starts in the forest over there. Centre of the picture. Continuing up to this hill here, going down, you can't see it now, Cadredris Range. Again, we're heading off in this direction, and over in the distance you can see the wind farm. We'll be getting a lot closer to that. That's the direction we're heading in. And down below here is Haffron Forest, the start of the Wye Valley Walk and home to rallying. The skylark. There we go. It's a beautiful lake at the bottom of the descent called Bugeeling. This is Lyn Cumbaya. It's the one just the other side of the bridge from Bugeeling. Walk round to this, there's the dam, the road out, just walk round that tarmac road that's round the, well not tarmac, stony track, and the other, you can just see the boathouse peeping out, which is at the head of the other, of Bugeeling. There's the tent set up, and we're right next to lovely little source of running water, which must flow directly out because the reservoir's pretty full. This would normally, if it was empty, it would run down the stream, but it's flowing out under here somewhere. Alright, there we are. See the mist rising off the lake. Resident goose family that are living on the island. There they are, out for a morning stroll. Seven chicks. Just about to get moving. Very cold night. Lots of condensation on tent. Just set off at 7 o'clock. Day's starting to warm up after a very cold night. This is a lake called Lyn. It's beautiful. And just over there, I don't know if you can make it out that track, is Glendower's Way that heads off in that direction past the end of the lake. We're going this way and off to the right on that ridge. We've just come down on that track over there from the middle of the picture. And now climbed up again. I'm heading somewhere out here. And the hare. Climbing steeply up from Cambrian. Another beautiful sunny day, but very cool breeze. This is the vista nearly up to the wind farm on the ridge. That's Cambrian range over there. We're getting closer. Continuing up here. Cambrian wind farm. Plenty of wind. Over there in the distance, on the right hand side, started the Cambrian Ridge with the wind farm on where we were yesterday. Come a right long way around and come up the flank of that hill on the bare path, sort of halfway down, round here, not on that dirt track, come up along the edge of this fence line, continuing up, it's fairly steeply, up to the top of Maze Graze and then round 1 hour and then down to join the road at the foot of Cambrian Way. Steep up here onto that which is the 1 hour ridge, and over there you can just see a few houses right in the middle of the picture perhaps. And that's the sort of outskirts of Dolgethley, with the main road leading down into Dolgethley, right in the middle of the picture there. The summit of 1 hour ridge. Bus dropped me off from Starbucks near the van in the MacLoop car park. I'm gradually climbing up out of the valley, which is way down there. We've come up this path, if you can see it, it's misty but the sun's coming out and burning it off. Come right up to the top of there, down here, up steep up here. Now we're heading towards up here where those sheep are. And then along to Cambrian. There's the Cumco Ridge. See the Tythling Lake down the bottom with the hotel at the end. That's the Minford pathway up to Caddo, which is pretty hard work. Well, this is fairly hard work, but I think it's bad. And there, right in the middle, just cloud blowing away, it's Cambrian Way, which is where we're heading. Maybe a coffee in the summit shelter. Here come the jets on the MacLoop, see if you can see them. That low, I can't see them. There's one up there in the sky. Just look at the vapour trails as it turns. Coming out of the summit shelter on Kedda. Looking down the valley below. And Barmouth and Barmouth Bridge in the middle of the shot there. Two lakes that I can't remember the name of, right down below. Stunning. And there's we're going over that ridge anyway. Looking back to the shelter and the trick point on the top. There's Barmouth, where we're heading today, and there is Cregennan Lake. Has to come down through these woods down towards Arthog, and there's the beautiful waterfalls. There's some more of them up further up, but you can't see because of the trees. And this is what it's like when there's been next to no rain. Just having a look in Arthog Church, driven past it many times, never seen in. Look at the ceiling, the altar with the stained glass windows. There's an inscription above there. Peace be within thy walls, to the Lord God belongs mercies and forgivenesses. And another beautiful window up there, I don't know if you can see it though. It's got writing in it, but it's too bright. This is now that crescent was going to be the start of a tourist resort, but never took off. It's actually private land. You have to go around the back of the houses. Let's see why it makes much difference to going around the front, but there you go. And there across the water is Mr. Ford's old house and Barmouth. And we're staying at Bunkerama somewhere up in the hills, in the middle of the shop somewhere, crossing the bridge shortly. Meanwhile, continue around the back. This whole area is awash with tiny little pink flowers. It just looks like white snow, but they're all little pink flowers. It's like a salt marsh. And this is about to cross Barmouth Bridge. Barmouth Bunkerama, little bunk room. All to myself.